Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is David Wicks. I'm Vice President of Listings here at Nasdaq, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Behind the Bell. And joining us is the CEO and founder of Palomar, Mac Armstrong. Welcome, Mac.
David, how are you?
I'm great. And how are you?
I'm great as well. I'm great as well.
We have two great people. So busy day today.
Very so.
You opened the market.
Yes.
You priced your IPO. You're up 24%. For our viewers, now if that's not enough, but for our viewers, tell us a little bit about Palomar.
Sure. So Palomar is a specialty property insurer. We focus on lines of business in the property market that we believe are underserved and frankly are ripe for some type of innovation that allows us hopefully to capture market share and create a bit of a disruptive product, if you would.
Okay, so using, and maybe you're somewhat answering this, I was going to say, how are your products unique or different from other insurers?
Yeah.
And can you go into that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So, when we launched the company in 2014, we knew for us to go into these markets that we viewed as esoteric and to some degree orphan, we needed some type of innovation involved. And so what we've been able to do is come up with a suite of products that are indeed innovative, and really what at the heart of them is data analytics and an underwriting framework that allows us to price risk in a much more granular fashion and really much more accurate fashion. And so by doing that, we're able to identify areas of markets where we can take share, and then we combine that with policies that are much more flexible in the types of coverage, latitude and deductibles, and a system that's very easy to use and transact with.
And I assume all this appeals to your customers.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I think we've grown 76% per year since we've launched, so I think that's somewhat of a validation.
So who are your customers?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Palomar is a bit unique in that we write both commercial and residential business. So approximately 75% of our business is residential in nature, so those are homeowners.
Sure.
And then we have 25% is commercial businesses. And those commercial businesses, because we're not a large global insurer yet, but they tend to be more kind of small commercial accounts.
Okay, awesome. And then today as a listing day, what does that mean for the company as a milestone? And what I find fascinating is you're really a 5-year-old company.
Yeah, so it's not a crowning achievement. It's a terrific achievement for us. It certainly is a monumental occasion. But what I think it means for us is it's going to allow us to continue to execute on the strategy that we've had in place for the last 5 years. We do believe it will open up new avenues for growth, whether it allows us to introduce new distribution channels, move into new geographies with our existing products, and potentially rolling out some new products. So we think a listing, in many ways, is kind of a validation of our business model.
Yeah, and congratulations on such a strong first start. So, Mac, look out, and again, I know you don't have a crystal ball, but look out 5 years into the future. What excites you about the markets that you serve right now?
I think what probably most excites me about the markets that we serve is that our largest market is really underpenetrated. The adoption rate for earthquake insurance, which is our largest line, is in and around 13%. So as we continue to be innovative and thoughtful about our products, we believe we can not only take market share but broaden the market. And so what we're trying to do is emulate that and move it into other lines of business. So when I look 3 to 5 years out, I think there's a lot of greenfield opportunity for growth in our core markets. And if we do a good job of continuing to be innovative, we're going to be able to broaden the markets.
Awesome. You ready to go to the lightning round? This is where I ask totally random questions.
Yeah, fire away.
Fire away.
Let's see what you got. Yeah.
We have some people watching, so maybe they'll find some stuff out.
Yeah. Don't ask them. Yeah. They'll stump me. Yeah.
I'm sure you have an iPhone or Android.
Yeah, I do.
What's your favorite app?
Well, last week it was the JP Morgan order book to see how we were doing with the IPO.
Now that that's
now that. I like Headspace.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that one.
Headspace is a meditation app, and it just, you can do something for 5 minutes and hopefully calm my hot-headedness or whatever it may be.
There you go.
Channel my inner zen.
Okay, I'll look into that one.
Yeah.
As you look over your career, what is the best advice that you have received?
Oh, that's a great question. I think, there's a lesson my dad always said of just, when the coach stops yelling, that's when you need to get worried.
Yeah.
And so anytime I had a boss, a supervisor that was giving me a hard time or giving me constructive criticism, I always tried to take that in and learn from that. So I always think when the coach stops yelling, that's when you got to be concerned, because that's when they've lost interest in you.
That's great advice, and I've asked that question a lot of times, and I've not heard that, but I do see that, and very interesting. And last question, when you're 4 kids, you told me.
Yeah.
When you're not working, and I'm sure you're running around with the kids, but what do you like to do? Where can we find you on the weekends? Probably running around with the kids.
Yeah. No, I think when my wife and I can find a minute together that's not at a field or a music lesson or something along those lines, that's always great. So, we live in Southern California, so getting down to the beach is always a pretty good activity to relax, and that's one that you can take the kids and let them go and run and not have to worry about them too much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Mac, thank you so much.
Thank you, David.
Congratulations on the
thank you so
IPO.
much. Yeah.
And thank you all for watching another episode of Behind the Bell with Mac Armstrong, CEO and founder of Palomar.